Well, hello and hey pussies! Welcome to the very first episode of Positive Pussy Live. Oh, I'm your host, Positive Pussy. Now that I've said the word pussy 4 times in the first 30 seconds, I think that the show can start. And it is 7 o'clock, so time to get started. Anyway, let me just take this down and show everybody my website, positivepussy.live. If you haven't already guessed, I'm probably going to be talking about pussy a lot. But who doesn't love pussy? But I won't just be talking about pussy. This is a show all about sex and sex positivity. So, yay! Every episode will be live, and this is the way I can talk to all the people out there, answer real questions on the spot, actually have conversations with people who are watching. All of the episodes will then be uploaded to my website, which I just showed you, positivepussy.live. And every episode will also have a different topic of focus. So this Friday, I'm going to be doing a Freaky Friday bonus episode because it's Friday the 13th. But more specifically, I'll be covering stuff like polyamory, STIs, even really specific STIs like herpes, BDSM, our sub-dom relationships, masturbation, threesome, sex toys, periods, literally so much. So please stay tuned, and I'll be coming out with videos regularly every week. Once I figure out, what day works best for me and everybody. But to keep on top of everything, you can follow my Twitter. It's @positivepuss. Positive Pussy was taken, which I don't know, but eventually I'll become more regular, like I said, and probably every Tuesday I'll come out with a video. But until then, just keep updated, and you can always watch the videos afterwards on my website, positivepussy.live. But the bonus to watching the videos live is that you can actually ask questions. My main goal with the videos is to open up a safe and honest dialogue about sex, provide facts, promote a more positive attitude about sex, and I can't do that without the audience, so I would love to have any viewer interaction, comments, questions, whatever the case may be. So I see I only have 2 people in here. Both of the people are people that I have sex with, so so thank you for tuning in. Please just write comments, and at the end of the discussion portion where I'll usually talk about squirting or mutual masturbation, I will go back and read questions and comments and hopefully respond to them. If there's any private questions or comments, whatever the case may be, you can always email me. So I have an email. It's positivepuss@gmail.com. So you can send, pictures, private questions, stories, anything you want there. Or you can go to my website. Like I said, I'll just plug it one more time, positivepussy.live. And then you can go onto a contact page and you can contact me there. And the email's on that page too. So without further ado, I'm going to say hi to some of the people who have commented. I will say hello to Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. And I'll say hello to Daniel. Hi, Daniel. I love you both very much. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're watching this after it's been live, I'm also glad you're watching it. And I'm glad you're curious about sex. So, yeah. So the show will really be for you if you're a sex nerd and you want more talks about sex in your life, or you want to explore kink and hear about kink and hear about kinky people. If you want to be a sex positive person, or you're open to being more sex positive, or anyone who just wants to learn more about sex, I want to make this show for everybody. But just so that people know, I'm not an expert. I don't have any credentials. I have a BA in psych, and that's about it. However, everything that I discuss here I will clarify if it's something I researched or just a personal experience. So, for example, something that could be researched is that if you use condoms perfectly every single time you have sex, they're 98% effective against preventing pregnancy. That's straight from Planned Parenthood. So, I'll also let you guys know that since we're humans, no one uses condoms perfectly every single time. So technically, they're actually 85% effective. So just so you know, that's a fact. I've used condoms, and some of them make penises taste bad after they've had condoms on. So that's just an experience. That's not a fact. That's just my personal preference. I don't like the taste of condoms. So that's just for clarification. If I research something and I have a website or anything like that, I'll post a link on the website after, like I post the video. That way you guys can find all of the resources that I also found, and you can get whatever other resources from those websites that you want. But just so you guys know, again, I will be giving advice, suggestions, and I'm going to try to stay away from telling people what they should or should not do. I try to give the best information I can by looking things up and reading and personally weighing in with my experience, but I can only give information, and what you do with that after that is up to you. So just disclaimer. Anyway, I try to avoid telling people that they should do things or, should not do things. Everything is up to you. But without further ado, I just wanted to let you know. I'm passionate about making the world a better place, and I want to do that through improving sexual relationships and sexual health. And I do my research. I don't have a certification, but I'm passionate about educating others about sex, and I'm so passionate that I will be applying to go through sex educator training this fall at SFSI, which stands for San Francisco Sexual Information. So if you want to be a sex educator or you want a really good website with a lot of sex resources, it's sfsi.org. I know it's a mouthful. But I'm also going to be attending I just registered a positive sexuality conference May 19th. It's held in SoCal this year, so I'm really excited for that. And hopefully one day I will actually be certified, but until then, I'm just a regular old pussy. So if you guys have any questions, of course I'm going to try my best to answer them, and I will do research and look things up, read what I can. If I don't have an answer to a question, I will be straight up and honest about that. So go ahead and ask away, and hopefully we get some good things from each other. So let's talk about sex positivity while we're here. So what does it mean to be sex positive? Well, the International Society for Sexual Medicine has an amazing website. It's really straightforward, and it just talks about what sex positivity is. But to sum it up, it just means you have a positive attitude about sex. Like, duh. But what does it mean to have a positive attitude about sex? Like, you could be like, I'm positive, but are you really? So what it means is that you own your own sexuality and you accept others' sexualities. So you know that sexuality is a preference. It's not really something that you get to pick. Like, I did not pick to be allergic to peanut butter, but I am. So another example is that, like, I'm polyamorous, but most of my friends are monogamous, and I accept that about them, and, they accept that about me. It means that you're open to new ideas about sex, and you're proactive about your own sexual health. So I have been to a lot of different places where I've met people that were potential sex partners, but I try not to ever have unprotected sex with anybody unless I know what their current STI paneling is. So, like, if they have an STI or not, just being on top of my own testing is super important, and just knowing, like, your own body and what is right for you and what's healthy and what's not. And then a sex positive person knows that sex is healthy and it's meant to be enjoyed. meaning sex is supposed to feel good. If it doesn't, if you're having problems about it not feeling good, it hurting, you're not feeling anything, then, something might be a little off. And that's something you should definitely get help with. Most sex education doesn't talk about this aspect of like pleasure and it feeling good. But I'm going to do a whole episode on male and female pleasure. And, the website actually, the sex information website, ISSM, they have a really good website with a lot of good information, and I'll post that one as well. But they say sex positive people consider sex healthy, but I mean, if you're sex positive, then sex is good for you, because there are medical facts that do back it up. Sex lowers cortisol levels, it improves your immunity, it just makes you an overall happier person, I think. So having, being sex positive doesn't mean like you think it's good for you. It's good for you. You know that the clitoris and the penis are there to make you feel good. And so you utilize those tools that you have on your body, which is really awesome. And sex positive people are also able to ask questions about sex and openly discuss the topic of sex. So hopefully everyone here is either looking to talk openly or, is looking for other people to talk openly around them. One thing that I think that I will tell people that they should do, and like I said, I'm not a should'er, but I think people should strive to be sex positive. And the reason is because it's healthy for everybody. No matter your sexuality, your gender, your age, your ethnicity, sex positivity celebrates you having legal, consensual sex, if you please, in whatever way that pleases you. So, that makes everybody happier. It basically gives you the freedom to enjoy yourself and enjoy the pleasure that your body creates for you. Anybody can be sex positive, even if you're asexual, you're a monk, or you choose not to partake in certain sexual acts. You can still have a positive attitude and be judgment-free of others and their sexual choices. So I have a really awesome sex positivity test. You can take it anytime you're questioning whether or not you're being super woke about sex or not. But if you're unsure about that, you can just replace whatever sex thing you're feeling a little judgmental of with food. So let's say that your friend confessed to you that she really likes to have sex in the butt, and you think that's gross. Well, just reframe it and just imagine she told you she actually really doesn't like Mexican food. And if she's having sex in the butt, then she probably doesn't eat that much Mexican food anyway. But it's just a preference, It's just, think about it in that kind of way. It's just what she likes and doesn't like. And that doesn't make her a worse person or a better person. It's just what she likes. And now she knows. And now you know what she likes too. Or, here's another example. Let's say you accidentally see a pair of handcuffs and a whip in your roommate's room, and you're a little weirded out by that. Well, just reframe it and pretend like you actually saw an empty box of Oreos and an empty tub of ice cream. Both of those situations are crazy nights, but it just means that your roommate likes to indulge and he knows exactly what he likes, and that's awesome. It's not always a perfect analogy, but it's really smart to not judge someone because of their preferences. You're not going to judge someone for being a vegetarian if you like hot dogs the same way I'm not going to judge someone because they spit and I like to swallow. So, sex positivity emphasizes truthful sexual information, and the more informed we are about sex, the better everybody's sex lives will be. So hopefully I've opened your eyes a little bit more to how you could be sex positive and just sex positivity in general. I created this so that I could spread a sex positive message and hopefully challenge some accepted norms that may be damaging to sex positivity and provide facts and information to people, hopefully benefiting everyone who watches. So this is about the 15-minute mark, and this is the time where I would go back and read comments, answer questions, whatever. Usually this whole time I'll talk about this certain topic Hopefully it'll be really specific and I can get in depth because, you know, certain topics you really just could talk for an hour about. But I'm going to try to keep every video under 30 minutes, and I'll try to get as many questions and comments in as I can at the end. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this first short 16 minutes. And I'll be back here on Friday for sure. I might do an extra one this Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll see. But definitely Friday at 7 and Tuesday again at 7. I'll be here. Friday is going to be a Freaky Friday episode, so it'll be kind of interesting and fun. And then Tuesday, I think I'm going to be talking about pleasure or masturbation. Not sure, but definitely in May, I'll be talking about masturbation because May is masturbation month. So I'm going to go back and I'll look at some of these comments. It's basically just my boyfriend saying that he loves me. And Lizzie saying hi. Hi, Lizzie. And I also love her. And I'm pretty sure she loves me too. So she didn't have to say it. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to upload this video on this website that I've already held up a few, oh my gosh, it's upside down, positivepussy.live, and then you can see this video, and then once I start making more videos, those will also be up there. So I'm really excited to get started and talk about sex with everybody here, and hopefully we'll get some more interaction for like more informational episodes and stuff that are in depth. But until then, I will see you next time, pussies. Goodbye for meow. I don't know how to end this thing.